Peace, peace, my peaceful people. This is for my Pisces. My sun, moon, rising, north Nodian folk. What's good, folks? It's your brother man say I knew, and we are coming back with our cycle readings, right? Oh, before I jump in, we want to say thank you to our subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate y'all, man. You know, y'all been looking up the videos, y'all been, giving me likes and, making comments. I definitely appreciate all of that stuff, sharing the video. All of that stuff helps me to get the word out, right? And y'all know this thing is all about talking to God. So, and we doing this thing with the Medusa Tear. It's not too many people that's reading with this oracle right here. So, you know what I mean? Get the word out, all right? My new subscribers, definitely thank you, you know what I'm saying, and welcome to, Tehuti Speaks. This is what we do, right? We use the Tehuti Oracle primarily, right? We're going to pour some tarot, we're going to get into some E-King, right? But, yeah, man, we come to speak to God over here, okay? So without further ado, let me get involved. Here we go. My Pisces. Herukohuti tuchas. Herukohuti tuchas. Right? Defending something. Herukohuti tuchas. Wajet hetep. Defending against the juju. Interesting. Man, goodness gracious, man. They won't leave us alone. That's on them. That's on them. All right, look. We got Herukohuti. For y'all that don't know, right, they call my script, my writing, they call it angel script. So, I'm just letting y'all know. We got Herukohuti Wajet Hetep. Alright, so don't fall out on the floor when you check my writing out, you know what I mean? Tell a friend about that angel script there. Alright. Okay, so we got Herukohuti, right? First thing that came to me before I even pulled the next card was protect yourself. Protection, right? And this is this is not away from the common themes that I've been seeing, you know what I'm saying? If you check out some of my weekly readings, you'll see that this has been coming out, right? I don't mean myself, I got people in the background. I'm a Pisces too, so lots of times this stuff be talking about my stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But again, right? See, Herukohuti is on the table, right? Herukohuti is the god, right, of, it's just like, for those that don't know my channel, right, dealing with the Medusa Tear, we're talking about the tree of life inside of man, right? So these cards largely speak to the aspects of the spirit, right? And, these are synonymous with the aspect of God's spirit, right? The aspects of God's spirit, because get it right. There's one God, only one God, but it has many different aspects. Just like there's one you with many different aspects, as above, so below, as the ancient Egyptians would say. Okay, so Herukohuti is your faculty of, like, your immune system, right? It's that which protects you, right? It's your defensive mechanisms. It's you when you got to get on your fight, right? When you got to fight something. Right? As sometimes we do. Unfortunately, this is life, you know what I mean? Life out here is not always going to be peachy keen, nice and easy, okay? Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to put your dukes up, right? So, you have the Herukohuti faculty for that, right? Like, it's, same thing, right? On a microscopic level, right? Your immune system, right? This is, that which fights against impurities, colds, diseases, whatever, right? When your immunity is up, you are protected, right? So this is saying get your spiritual immunity up, because why jet, right? Why jet Yjet is psychical forces, right? Let me just start there, right? Hidden psychical forces. These are things that are there that you can't see, right? Things that are on the inner planes that you can't quite see with your eyes, right? The hot manifestation of this, right? So this is a projection, something that is projected at you from the inner, right? From usually some individual, right? Right? But this could, this could also, at various times, Yjet could just simply be a fire happening, right? Yjet could be a fire within someone, right? Someone getting angry, right? A manifestation of heat, of hot, right? So, when you see Yjet like this is most of the times, you're protecting yourself against some manifestation of anger, right? Some manifestation of juju, right? Somebody got their, bushes out, right? They got your little picture or something like that. Y'all got my picture out there. Y'all knew what I was saying before. If you got like any, mojo hands with my images, my items, that's not what to have right now, right? Maybe that was a conversation I was having with God, right? Where I was told that, hey, if you out there manipulating energies, right? Manipulating, stuff that you think is connected to me, that's your downfall. Because all you're doing to me is you are bolstering my energy. Okay, I'm a transmuter of energy, right? I'm going to take what you got and I'm going to make it my own. Okay, and we going to fly off in this energy. Okay, so keep lifting me with what you doing, right? Yeah. Transmute the energy, folks. Learn how to transmute the energy. You know what I'm saying? Luckily enough, I've been working with this stuff, right? See, I've been learning some things to, understand about these things because I conversate with my Shepsu. I, get involved with my, I invoke the deities. And, they come through and they tell me what to do. So now I understand how to deal with juju. I was on the shelf before a little bit. I was a little, little leery, you know what I mean? Because, that's something. It's like, all your life, you just know not to be dealing with black magic. Like, that's weird, you know what I mean? You don't want to mess with that, right? So people, you get scared, you get leery of that type of stuff. Man, look, I've been dealing with this stuff, to the degree that I can say, hey, you know what I mean? It ain't that much. It ain't that much when you know who you are. All right? When you know that you are a portion of the God that created everything, okay? And you know that your rank is above these people who are low, right? Because it takes some low individual to focus on you like that, and want to manipulate your picture and all this old crap, right? That's a low individual. You know what I mean? Now, everybody isn't someone who knows themselves. This I understand. But, if you are at the beginning of your journey, know that that's where you have to get to. You have to get to a point of knowing yourself to know the God within yourself. The fact that you were created by the Most High. The Most High lives in here. Okay? If you can walk in that light of the Most High, then this stuff will meet the wall when it comes to you. You know what I'm saying? You can transmute it. Turn the arrows into pillows. You know what I'm saying? Turn their energy into your energy and fly away with it, right? Direct it towards what you doing, right? So I'm not scared anymore. I'm off the shelf, you know what I mean, as far as the black magic is concerned. And this is what I suggest to you. If you're sitting here in front of me, like and subscribe, you know what I mean? But, definitely, get off the shelf, right? You're divine, all right? And you have rank over these people who are low, okay? You know what I'm saying? If you walk in the oneness of your creator, then you have rank over people who do not, okay? And if you are projecting energies at me because you are jealous of me, or you are just angry because you think I did something to you, you know what I mean? And you can't be, above board about it. You got to go to the background and be hidden and you're not where I'm at. Your rank is down here. You can't see me. Cannot see me. So, do what you do at your peril. Okay? Do what you do at your own peril. And I urge y'all to do that. I urge y'all to look at your life and see what you're getting. Especially if you're coming at me. I urge y'all to look at your life and see what you are getting. Okay? Because y'all don't see what's going on with me. You think you do, but you don't. Alright? Alright. I ain't going to belabor that point. Okay? Let's talk to the I Ching. Straight. Open stress. Straight open stress open. Straight open stress open. Straight stress. Straight. Straight stress straight. Straight. Straight stress straight. That's the 25th hexagram. Turning into the 61. Alright, 25 into the 61. Looks like lines 2 and 4 stress. Right? Something like that. Okay. Alright, so we have the hexagram 25, which is the hexagram of innocence, right? Also rendered as the unexpected, right? So, interesting. Alright, and yeah, so we have, and this goes into the 61, which is inner truth, okay? Inner truth, right? What is in you, right? What is the truth of your being, right? Okay, so at 25, we got the second line stress. The second line is the line that says, do your work. Do what you do. Do what you are supposed to do, right? Don't be scared, right? You might even see a manifestation of something happen, right? Don't be scared, right? Do what you got to do. Just be on your wily go, right? I don't know why I'm using that word a lot lately, right? It just works. I'm a Sebek mesh, so, you know what I mean? We can do that. You on your wily go, and, you minding your business. You are taking care of things. You are not looking to the result. This is don't look to the result. Just do what you got to do for doing its sake, right? For the sake that you got to do it, right? Don't necessarily seek the success in it or, be mindful of the failure of it. Just do what you got to do and do it well, right? Don't even, just plow the field, right? You know what I mean? Sow the seeds and all that stuff, right? Do what you got to do, right? The fourth line speaks about, going to, getting tired. It's like, the fourth line speaks about, meeting someone, like, considering someone's point of view, meeting someone in the middle side kind of thing. This is where you kind of, you say, let me be a guest of this person and see what they're talking about, kind of thing, right? Unless I'm confusing this with the 20th hexagram. I don't think I am. I think that's the hexagram, but let's go to the I Ching praxis real quick and see what Shek I'm talking about. Shek Rao whenever I'm in. Created a banging I Ching study, right? Consisting of this book, and I have been reading from the transcripted series of lectures called the I Ching Transcripts, the Harlem River Arrangement by Shechem also. I urge you, if you have the opportunity, to seek that book out, right? Transcripted series of lectures by Shechem. That's just the best material on the I Ching because it gives so much background, occult, scientific, psychological information regarding these hexagrams. All right. So we at the 25th line, the 25th hexagram. We spoke about the second line, right? Let's go to the fourth line. Okay, God has designed man's life in such a manner that we cannot lose what truly belongs to us, as long as we follow the path or destiny that God has appointed for us. We must therefore maintain peace and joy, our true nature, when we seem to suffer a loss. Pardon me. All worldly possessions are transitory anyway. Okay? Right, so, Shechem is saying that this is the line where, don't worry about a loss, right? This is much like what happens in, the 51st hexagram with the second line. Also, a similar line would be the 35 in this fifth line, right? Where, it's not don't worry about the loss, right? You know who you are. You are, a portion of God, and what's yours is yours, right? This is why, don't get attached to people so much. Like, it's like, you might love that girl, you might love that guy, but, hey, you got to prove, make them prove that they're yours, right? If they're yours, then you'll eventually find that out. If they're not, you'll eventually find that out, and you have to remain in the middle, okay? Because you came in this world by yourself, and you're going to leave out this world by yourself. Everything else is a lesson. Everybody else, including your children, is a lesson, all right? So treat it like that, These are lessons. And that's not to be, compassionless. Definitely have great compassion. Have, unrestricted love for, those who are yours, right? But don't lose yourself for anybody, right? And, that's where we're at here, God has designed man's life that we're going to lose some things. God's going to make you lose some things sometimes. And you're still going to have to be right here with it, You're going to have to be in the center. You know what I'm saying? But, whatever it is, if you lost it and if it's truly yours, then you can't lose it. Okay? You might suffer a loss. Don't worry about it, right? Worldly possessions, we can't take them with us, right? Think in terms of eons. Don't just think in terms of days, hours, weeks. You know what I'm saying? You are the product of eons. So think in terms of eons, okay? Right? You've been here before, you'll be here again. If you watch on my channel, you've been here before, and you'll be here again. Unless you complete it. Unless you completed all this lifetime, you coming back, right? All right, so this goes into the 61. 61st hexagram is the hexagram of inner truth, right? So this is all about what you are at the core, right? What are you at the core, right? At the core, the inner truth, the truth about what you are at the inner core, right? Same thing that I am at the inner core. We all are at the inner core, and that is God, right? We are at the inner core, that little portion that God broke off and said, I'm going to go have experience in this person's body as this person. I'm going to live his experience. I'm going to go through all the challenges and tests and, good times and everything, life lessons of this individual. And I'm going to gradually grow back to myself, right? Even if I don't do it this one lifetime. See, that's why you must understand about, reincarnation and how reincarnation must be true, right? Reincarnation must be true because we can't get it done. This thing that we are, this animal that's on top of that piece of God, right, is too much to tame with one lifetime. One lifetime in a finite existence where we are limited by time and space and people, and circumstances, right? You know what I mean? We have to learn how to get beyond the limitations of time, space, people, circumstances in order to tame ourselves and tame that which is around us, right? and grow this thing back to our original state, right? That's what this is all about. It's all about coming back to your original state. So, we tie this reading back to the first reading, right? This is like, don't be afraid, we many times we can be, shook at the notion of black magic, right? But black magic don't have to kill you. It don't have to hurt you, right? Not if you maintain this stance of I'm over it, literally and figuratively, right? You know what I'm saying? I am over what that is. Why? Because I walk in the God portion of me, right? This is not going to be true if you don't know that. If you don't understand these words I'm saying to you, then this is not going to be true for you, right? If you don't comprehend and acknowledge within the God that lives within, right? If you still stuck on this, Pisces cycle, versus Aquarius, right? Pisces, what was it? What's the thing? The Aquarius, the age, right? The Piscean age of belief, right? Where everything was about blind faith, right? Morality without, or not morality, but faith without reason, right? No, we're not doing that now. Now we're doing reasons for faith, okay? Right? I do a reading. Now I have a reason for my faith, right? You know what I'm saying? I go this week and I understand, or this month, and I understand that Heruka Hootie and Wajet is on the table. You know what I'm saying? Now I have a reason to put my, energy into a particular direction. The direction I'm going to put it in with this reading here is Heruka Hootie. And with the Wajet on the table, I'm going to chant the Osset as well. Why? Because Osset is going to come and neutralize that fire, right? Heruka Hootie is, or I should say, Wajet is psychical fire, right? Whereas Osset is physical and psychical water, right? So you want to chant Osset when you see Wajet, right? Yeah, Also, you want to chant Ham Kasham, right? Ham, right? H-A-N-G, Ham, right? We pronounce it with the M sound so that we don't be just, using the name of the Lord in vain, right? Chanting for no reason. Ham is Wajet's mantra, right? Kasham is Nekabet's mantra, but you chant them together, including so that you can balance it and harmonize it, right? You don't want to just chant Ham. That's lopsided. Don't do that, right? You want to chant Om, right? Om is the purification, right? Om is the Godhead, right? It's the purification. It's the white light, right? Ham, right? Ham is the Wajet factor. Kasham is its partner, right? It's, correlate, right? So you chant with the correlate in mind to bring harmony, right? But that's going to bring the peace on you, right? That's going to bring that heavenly nature on you, that heavenly balance, that heavenly stillness, on you, right? You know what I mean? And, you neutralize the fire with the Osset, right? So get yourself an Osset mantra, get yourself that Heruka Hootie mantra, and get yourself that Amen mantra, right? To deal with this stuff, right? Hey, let's do a quick tarot reading to see what the tarot are talk about. All right, we got good stuff so far. It's all about keeping your head in the right place, folks. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta watch that video I did on good brainwash, right? It is necessary to program yourself. If you don't program yourself, life is trying to program you. Everything you get in that mate is trying to program you a certain way. Everything you get from that family member is trying to program you a certain way. Everything you get from, that teacher, that whoever you meet in life is trying to program you to think about it in a certain way. So you have to be armed with pre-brainwash, right? You got to know certain things about yourself and about this world, right? Before you meet these things. So you know how to think about things. So they don't catch you up. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're not mindful of programming yourself, then you're going to get programmed by the world. So, all right, let's talk to the tarot. Alrighty, let's see here. We're talking about Tarot's not wanting to talk. Aha. Alright, we got the Three of Wands in the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay. In this depiction, it looks like somebody got the fire and somebody wants the fire. It's in the reverse. So this individual looks kind of haughty, right? He looks kind of arrogant the way he's dealing with his fire, right? This is usually a card that speaks about when your ships come in or when something happens that you've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? In this depiction, though, like I said, it's, you know, this guy's like, I got it now. I got the power now, right? And yeah, this was like, you know, he comes to the king's offering him his crown, right? But this is in the reverse. So this is in reverse, right? Five of Pentacles on the bottom. So there's a loss. There's a situational loss, right? But, you know, everything applies that I said, right? Everything applies that I said. Where's the paint? The paint, the world is in the reverse. So it's the ending of a cycle, right? When the world is upright, but it's in the reverse. So you're in danger of repeating a cycle, right? Somewhere you're in danger of repeating a cycle, okay? Taking a loss, right? There is loss on the table, right? So this is, you know, again, all right. So if we look at this in the context of juju work, right? Spell workings, things like that, right? We have this fire individual who is very haughty and arrogant, holding his wands, and this guy's on his knees looking very undignified, right? He's a king, but he's not looking so kingly. Right, so this is like, you know, you not getting something you want, but as well as a loss of dignity. Right, but if you're in the righteous, right, Tehuti is the righteous soldier for God, right? So if you're acting like Tehuti, then this can't be you, right? Because, you know, so Tehuti fights for God. Tehuti is karma, right? So this is like what you put out there, you're going to get back. Under Tehuti, you control the law of what happens to you by what you do, right? What you send out there into the world. You are controlling the movement, right? So if you're acting as Tehuti, then this isn't you that loses, right? Right? You have to protect yourself, right? Protection through Tehuti will steer you away from the bad. Now, Jet can also be the manifestation of something good, right? It's like a surprise. It's like a shock, right? This could be your juju that you put out into the world coming back correct, right? But there's something you have to be mindful of. You know, you have to be mindful of, you know, it looks like interference, right? There's some level of interference. The world is upside down. You know, somewhere there's some level of interference attempting to stop you. Magician's on the bottom. Interesting. Underneath the world in reverse. The magician is reversed on the bottom. So that's what I said. That's Jet. That's what you call juju, right? So yeah, this is a juju situation, right? All right, so yeah, the tarot is laying it out for you. It's saying that, you know, something that you want is in jeopardy because you got juju workers on the case, right? Well, this is, you know, again, this is, if you apply the ritual, like I said, right? If you are going to Heruka Huti, right? If you are in the right, first of all, you must be in the right in order to go to Heruka Huti. Don't be in the wrong and go to Heruka Huti, because, yeah, Heruka Huti going to bop you over the side of the head with the mallet, right? So if you are in the right, though, right, then already you are a step above these individuals throwing stuff because they're jealous of you, okay? You are higher ranked than them, right? And that's going to get you the protection that you are seeking, right, for this work, right? So, you know, the tarot is just laying it out, saying that, you know, yeah, this is a situation, right? Right underneath the Five of Cups is the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands, okay? And the Moon in reverse, okay? So, yeah, don't look at that Five of Cups as a loss, right? This is a threat, right? Someone's aim is to get you kicked out or get you losing your health or something like that, right? They're trying to hurt something, but your wishes are here, okay? Right? Your ships are here, actually, okay? So, again, it's a matter of what you bring to this reading, though, right? You know, that's why we do Meduniter, right? We talk to the Meduniter because this is the oracle that you interact with. It speaks to your spirit, right? It speaks to the tree of life within you. So you have the opportunity to now manipulate that, right? To, you know, where there's negativities there, you have the opportunity to make them positive. You have the opportunities to fix your deficiencies, etc. Okay? All right, so that being said, right, we're going to say that's the reading. Wow, we went pretty long. Yeah, that's the reading, folks, right? I hope y'all will apply this counsel, like I said, right, so that you can come out on top of it. All right? With that, we're going to say peace and love, and we're going to come back and do it again. Peace.